Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla and this channel is dedicated to all of those of you with eczema, topical steroid withdrawal and even today sensitive skin or skin inflammation. In today's video we're going to be talking all things sunscreen and sunscreen between mineral or chemical sunscreen, what sunscreens that I use that don't upset my skin. I've had a real battle with sunscreens over the years to really try and find the right products that I can put on my skin to give me that protection from the UV harmful rays, but at the same time not aggravating my skin, not causing more irritation and itchiness. So every summer there's the great debate as to whether to use chemical sunscreen or mineral sunscreen, and in today's video I'm going to give you pros and cons of both and what actually might suit your skin during the phases of your TSW and for those of you who have eczema. But before we get started, you guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up for this video if you find it of value, and let me know in the comments what kind of sunscreens you prefer, mineral or chemical, and what brands do you like the best. I'd love to hear your feedback. So starting off with mineral sunscreens, these sunscreens can actually just sit on top of the skin, acting as a barrier between the skin and the sun, so that it reflects the UV rays away and off the skin. A lot of the ingredients in these mineral sunscreens are quite natural, such as the zinc oxide, and a lot of us with TSW do use zinc paste on a daily basis to help with the ooze and to help with a lot of the irritation. However, it does leave quite a white cast, so a lot of people find that, you know, these white cast sunscreens aren't particularly aesthetically pleasing. Also, the other aspect with mineral sunscreens is that often they don't really rub in very well, and if you're doing any sport or any swimming, then they tend to actually come away and you have to reapply them quite regularly. The other aspects about mineral sunscreens is about the nano levels and if they have any nanoparticles in them, and this is basically parts of the ingredients that can actually absorb into the skin, going into the bloodstream, which can cause some damage to the body. However, you have to look out for chemical sunscreens that say no nanoparticles or just no nano on the product itself. Then our chemical sunscreens, and our chemical sunscreens actually penetrate into our skin, offering us a protection that dissipates the UV rays. Bear in mind with chemical sunscreens to wait 20 to 30 minutes after you've applied the sunscreen to your skin before you expose yourself to UV rays, so that it's really absorbed into your skin and can actually start doing the protection that it's supposed to. Over the years I've tried both chemical and mineral sunscreens, and I've kind of come up with my two best favourites, but also a third one is one that I actually make at home. But first of all, I've been using this product Coola, which comes from the States, and they come in a mineral and a chemical, different sunscreens, and I have sort of one of each here, and I do really like it. The spray is really one of my favorites because it doesn't leave any white cast, it's really clear, it just goes on so nicely and it doesn't leave anything at all, and it's a beautiful product that's just nice and goes on easy to the skin. It doesn't really leave too much grease. It's a little bit slightly greasy, but I mean I quite like that because I do have a dry skin, so it does leave a shield as it were. So I love that for me and the kids when we're out on the lake or at the beach and I get to spray their body and I get a good coverage overall. These are my other two Coola favorites that I use for the body and I also use for the face. They actually have 40 minutes resistancy, so these are actually chemical ones, but they do come in a mineral as well, and I did have the baby one, which was all mineral, but the mineral ones leave a slight white cast, but these ones I've really enjoyed. This is a factor 30, and as you can see when I put it on my skin here, it sort of gloops out and it's not particularly, it has a very nice sheen to it, which I really like, and it's just a very light product. It's almost like a super light moisturizer and it just goes into the skin beautifully, and I have absolutely no flare up with this whatsoever. It's really one of my most favourite products that I like for the sun, and my kids love it too because I'm not constantly having to rub their skin and get it all absorbed in, so I do really like this. And as I said, they come in mineral and chemical. They actually call them organic sun creams. So in terms of their ingredients list, all their ingredients are beautifully organic, and they use a lot of aloe vera and a lot of calming products with these as well. This is my factor 50 Coola for sports, which I use when I'm working out or I go and play tennis. And I love this one. It's slightly thicker, but it still goes on really nice. I actually get the unscented, all of the unscented. They have them in different scents, like guava and mango, and I think they do like a white tea or something, but I always get the unscented because I think for my skin type, having had TSW and having eczema, I just really like having an unscented product because I really don't want any perfumes or fragrances on my skin because that just causes irritation. But my ultimate favorite, which I found through my facialist Andy Millward, so I'll put his details down below. He's a wonderful facialist if you're coming out of TSW or you have very mild eczema, and he can really help regenerate your collagen and help really stimulate and improve your barrier function. But this is the Ultra Sun that he recommended to me. It's factor 50 plus. It is a chemical one as well, but it leaves absolutely no sheen, which I really like. The cast is really minimal, and I literally put this on every single morning straight after my my skincare routine, first thing in the morning, and I do allow 20 minutes for that to absorb into my skin, and I have to say I've had really great results. I literally do from my hairline here all the way down to my décolleté, especially if I'm wearing a scoop neck top or something. I do all down my arms, and I find that that just literally covers me right up until almost like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I do a little quick reapply, or I use my Coola spray, and I really enjoy that. And I find that this one bottle, which is 150 milliliters, has so far lasted me almost 4 months, and I've been wearing it every single day. So I've had this bottle, I think I ordered it in the February it arrived, so I've been using it every single day since then, and I've still got quite a lot left. The great thing about this as well is that it's got a hygiene pump, so whatever comes out of there, nothing is going to get into that cream, so it's really nice and hygienic. Lastly, I really love a tinted mineral sunscreen because it kind of acts as like a foundation, a protection, SPF protection, and kind of, you know, an all-in-one moisturizer at the same time. I have had this Bare Minerals Tan 07, and it's a factor 30 for literally years. I think this is my second one that I'm on, and I wear this every single day. This is what I've got on now, and I wear this every single day, and I just put that on my face straight after my skincare routine, and then I do a lot of my SPF underneath it as well, so I kind of get a double layer of protection there. But I really enjoy this, and it goes on so beautifully. It's such a lovely lightweight gel. It doesn't irritate my skin. It just does a beautiful, nice sheen coverage. It's very lightweight. And I'm just such a huge fan of this. I mean, I don't really have any other Bare Minerals products but this one, and I haven't really got into their makeup range, but this as an everyday cover for your SPF and as a foundation for you ladies is just brilliant. I really love it. It just goes in so beautifully. I'm so impressed with it. It's probably like one of my most favorite products that I have in my bathroom. This is also the Ultra Sun. It's factor 50. It's also brilliant. It doesn't give as much of a coverage, but as a tint, it's nice just to have that difference. You know, if you're going straight out onto the water, going to the beach or lake or wherever it might be, you know, you want to have a much higher factor, then go for something like that, because those two, you can see, they give a really nice cover. So you can actually make your own sunscreen by just using some zinc oxide, which is basically a zinc powder, and you can mix it with some cocoa butter and some shea butter. And I actually just use a cup of the shea butter to half a cup of the cocoa butter, and then you can use per teaspoon gives you 10%, which gives you factor 10. 2 teaspoons gives you 20%, which is factor 20, and so forth. So if you wanted to do a factor 50, then you would put in 5 teaspoons into this mix, which would be 1.5 cups of like a butter. I used to do this in the very early days of TSW because I really wanted to try and get that coverage on my skin that was oozing, and at the same time it doubled up as a sunscreen. So it is kind of a good tip to do if you don't want to invest in any of these sunscreens or you're worried about the ingredients, then go ahead and check out some of the zinc oxide that you can mix in with the cocoa butter and the shea butter. So that's it from me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and do leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback so we could all share together on this platform. And whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.